Good afternoon. It's always a pleasure to be on. It's always a pleasure sharing, wisdom. It's always a pleasure sharing nuggets. And today is going to be a very interesting topic. It's a topic based on my own experience. And a lot of times I share based on my journey, based on my own experience. And today it's going to be so interesting. It's really going to be so interesting. Hi, Crystal. And now we are going to really get into this topic today. We are really going to get into this topic today. And it is going to, awaken a lot of you. You're going to realize the lies that you believe, the things, hi Hannah, the things you have been saying to yourself, which is not true. All right, and we want to admit it today because we need to overcome. And what I found interesting is that Apostle is doing his live on triggers, and here it is. I had this planned, so it's not like we spoke, but it's the one spirit, yeah. And these are things that is going to help us push forward. These are things that are going to help us move to the next level of our lives. And if we are stuck and if we are not going anywhere, it means that we are believing lies. Yes, Crystal, you have your notebook. Very good, very good. And one of the things the Lord said to me when I started the lives, because I started my handbook, I have one out, another one I'm finishing up, the manager's handbook, is that these lives that I'm doing, hi Avi, these lives that I'm doing are going to go into a pocketbook. So people could just have a little, they could just go into it and see, oh God, let me just double check what lies are believing and that are not true, right? So these are some of the things. So I want to encourage you guys today to be honest. We lie to ourselves all the time, and we need to be honest. I am going to share my story, right? And this is how this live came about, because for years I lied to myself concerning the first topic we're going to talk about. So let's get to it. We have 5 people on. As more come on, they will watch the replay. Now, when we talk about overcoming, we want to overcome our shortcomings because it's a sure way for personal success. And so many of you are complaining about, the way you have been treated by your boss, co-workers, spouse, your friends, your family. And, we have issues. Hi, Onika. Thanks for joining us. We have issues the way people treat us. But, one of the things we don't consider, maybe there's some truth into the reason why they are treating us the way that they are. And I found out this truth. All right. So first we are going to look at how do you overcome. First, admit the truth. Then you have to accept the truth. And then you have to work on the truth. All right. So let me give you my story. So we're going to look at lies versus the truth. All right. And lies we tell ourselves. Lie number 1. All right. So on Saturday, I got up. Hi, Kadeen. On Saturday, I got up and I heard the word spontaneous. So I said, okay. And then the Lord took me back to when I was married. And my ex-husband, he woke me up and he said, babe, let's go. I found a nice spot. A little pool, a little river pool, let's go. So I'm like, no, oh God, it's Saturday. I want to relax. We have things to do. He said, oh God, babe, be spontaneous now. And I'm like, but I'm spontaneous. What's the problem? I went. Good. And, when I reached, it was a nice cool area. And it was like, oh, it was lovely thing. And then we had to climb. Then it was a hill we had to go up now. And I said, I am not going there, no. And he said, he know his wife so well. He brought a rope. He tied it around my waist and he carried me up. And then we went, and it was a lovely day. But what the Lord wanted to show to me, Caroline, you are not spontaneous. You are a planner. When you are a planner, You are not spontaneous. And that's another topic we'll go into about being planners, right? You are not spontaneous. We say, no, 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 of course. So if I call you, sometimes you're dating somebody. So if I call you, hi, Melissa, nice to see you. If I call you and I say to you, Friday, let's do something tomorrow. You have a problem? No, 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 I'm fine. I'm good. That's what we say. Hi, Allison. But it's lies. Because they call you and checking, oh God, I had to go and do this. Because you're not wired that way. You're not wired that way. And that was my lie. Right? Because sometimes when I get disrupted, because I'm planning, I get annoyed, with the disruptions. Because it's a lie. The truth is, I am not spontaneous. And then I laugh all Saturday. I shared it with my sister, Margaret. I shared it with Pastor Margaret. And they laugh. And I laugh. And I said, oh my God, it's how the Lord brought it across, And he took me back. And he said, you're not spontaneous. I say, oh God, it's true. I'm not spontaneous. That's okay. I'm not spontaneous. But you know what? I could make some adjustments. Hi, Keisha. I can make some adjustments to, my plans, and making sure that if somebody comes, I can add it. And that's okay. So I don't have to be annoyed anymore. So now anytime somebody comes, and a lot of times I have spontaneous friends. And they always want to do this. So now I am adjusting. And I'm adjusting now and I'm going along because it was a lie. I believe that because why? Because I'm fun and I like to have a good time. So what if you're fun and you like to have a good time? That don't mean you're spontaneous. Alright? So that was my lie. The truth is, I am not spontaneous. Lie number 2. Anna, I love this life. I am excited and I know you all will be too. Hear the statement, They always seem to have a problem with me. They don't like me. I'm early for work. I speak my mind. I do not argue with them. Most of the time. But you believe something is wrong with them. The truth is, you are a common denominator in all this. Because everybody seems to have a problem with you. Right? And you are hard. And what we don't want to admit is, you're hard to get along with. You are hard to get along with. And we need to be honest. We need to be truthful with ourselves. Why it is, your attitude, your behavior. But you're good, you're at work early. You're committed staff. You're exemplary staff. People come to you, but you're hard to get along with. You have a problem. If everybody complaining and saying the same thing, something wrong. And let me tell you something. Now, everything I have here, I apply in it so you could get a real example. Where I used to work before, I was in charge of uniforms for the women, right? And every year was a drama. And I say, oh God, these women, they're so challenging and whatever. And then one day, I love the Lord, He just bring me in. He say, you don't feel something wrong with you? If every year there's a drama, and if every year the women have a problem, don't you feel that you are the common denominator? Don't you feel like something is wrong? And I was like, me? But no. I started to check myself. And I really thought about it. And this is so important. We have to think about what people say to us. Think about what they identify in our lives. And you see all these lies are blind spots too, And I said, okay, and you know what? I started to do, whenever uniforms came along, I started to do it different. I did it, instead, I involved, different women to come, give them, more information about the styles of the uniform, engage them. I got them more involved. And listen, that year, oh my God, smooth runnings. I was the problem. It was a lie. You know what? You know what the lie was? I feel that I could do it for myself and I don't need them. Right? So I had to adjust my behavior and recognize that something was wrong with me. Because you know why? I don't want no challenge. Hi, Janelle. I don't want no challenge from them. You know, sometimes we don't want no challenge from employees, so we doing it. I doing it. Nah, I understand that. No, we need to stop and recognize if everybody's having a problem with you, then something is wrong with you. Right? So all these things, listen, God has taken me through the mill, you know. All these things I've shared, I went through it, right? So I could explain and give you all a better understanding of this thing, right? Another lie, and lie number 3, I am a team player, right? The truth is, you are not a team player, all right? So let's go into it here. At your performance review, every supervisor, manager, always put that on your review, right? When they're dealing now with your attitude and stuff, they always put, Crystal, Michelle, Allison, you are not a team player. But you always, but you say no, I'm not, that is not true, but I am, I always deliver, I always deliver my work. You get the work done, that's true, and you're correct, you get the work done, and as far as you're concerned, that's important, right? But hear what you say: you don't need to get along with everyone to do your work. We love to do that. I go do my thing. Yes, I go work around and whatever, right? And your team players now, they find it challenging to work with you because they can't get information because you don't need to get along with them, right? I want you to take the points, right? Check it out. And then, because you believe, no, I get my work done, and because under your performance review, you have done really well with your work. It's on time, quality, you're consistent, and things. But you're not a team player. Could you imagine how much more you could do? But you don't believe that you're not a team player. I am a team player because no, it's a lie. The truth is, you're not a team player. So you need to now look at yourself and say, let me find out from my team what it is I am doing wrong, or how it is I might be disrupting them, or how it is I am not helping the team to be stronger. You're not a team player. And these are things, it's simple, but it's a lie, Avi. It's a lie. And guess what? You put them now on a project. And the project manager, Caroline name only coming up. Oh God, listen, nobody wants to work with Caroline. Nobody wants to work with Evie. Nobody wants to work with Allison. Check yourself. Hi, Margaret. And this is what we don't understand. If enough people are saying it, everybody can be wrong. All right? So that was line number 3. You're not a team player. Right? Okay, nice. Line number 4. Listen, I think this is so interesting. And, we got some deliverance last night on Apostle Live. We continue and we're going again tonight. Right? So let us start admitting, because these are things that are going to help our character. These are things that are going to really help us to be successful people. People are going to want to be around us. And you know what? What they see, we love to say, what they see is what they get. Lie. That's another lie by itself. Oh, we transparent. No, we're not. Because when people begin to tell us things, I'm so private, and please, stop it. Right? So we want to go into lie number 4. I am very open. I like people to tell me the truth about myself. I love this one, And, hear the truth. You get hurt and you become defensive. Right? In conversations with your co-workers, your boss, your family, your spouse, when they tell you about your shortcomings, you put up a defense and immediately you become hurt. And you begin to say that because I'm open, people take advantage and they tell me what they want to say. The truth is, hear the truth. You are a defensive person. You need to fix it. And you need to accept it. And this is something that we do. The minute people start to zero in on the lies, we get defensive. And the person ain't finish, you're defensive. You're not open. You're not open. Onika, isn't that funny? You're not open. Accept the truth about yourself. And we like to say, I'm really, I don't really be like that. I'm only, hi Stacey, I'm so glad you're on. It's okay if you're jumping late, And I am really not like that. I just behave like that, because, and listen, lies. We need the truth. You see our foundation, you see our character foundation, we need to strengthen it. And if we have to strengthen it, we need to accept the truth about ourselves. And let me tell you something, not everything is hawk and spit deliverance, right? Sometimes we need to adjust some things inside our mental capacity and inside our heart and change the way we see ourselves. And listen to me, Stacey, I was saying earlier, God woke me up with that word spontaneous. Because I believe I was spontaneous. Stacey, lies. The Lord said, you're not. And I laugh whole day because I accepted it in love. I laugh. And we have to really and truly start to accept what people tell us. I find, when people tell us this, it's because they love us. And yes, Onika says they attack you and your force and not accept what you're saying to them at this time. And some people don't know how to bring it across. But not all the time you will get it right. Go and think about it now. And if it hurt you, listen, you see when it go deep down and it hurt you, it just might be a lie. It just might be a lie. It just might be the truth that you need to believe. Hi, Joanne. You understand? And when, people say all kind of things. But the one that hurts you the most, check it out. That is the lie that you believe, and that is the truth that you need to fix. All right? So that was lie number 4. Number 4, I am very open. And you're not transparent, and you're not open. Because a transparent and an open person is very, very, open to receive the truth. They would say, okay, no problem. They would take it with a nice attitude. They would say, I'll go think about it. I'll get back to you. That is, you see all these things I telling you? All them things I used to believe. And I had a God give me a boss. And he used to confront me on my lies. And I used to get on bad in the office. Walk out, slam the door. Listen, when it's time for performance appraisal, it was like we was in parliament. Because it went for 4 days and 5 days. Our assistant, she used to say, Lord Father, when my appraisal come around, she get intense. Imagine that. Because of my behavior, it was rotten. And I didn't want to believe the lies. And you know what? God have me doing mentorship now. Listen to me now. Listen to me. Understand what you're called for, Because God have to take you through the grind. So that you could speak now. You see, I could speak from experience. I could speak to you guys. And I could let you guys know the lies we believe about ourselves. And it's about time. Because you know what? You see whether everything that happened with this COVID-19, we can't continue. Because you know what? We're going to be left behind. We had to get with the program. And we had to start making some changes in our lives. And stop believing the lies. I did. So I'm going to help you guys. Lie number 5. Stacey, for what you missed, what you replay, darling? Lie number 5. I like this one. I am very accountable. I'm accountable, I am. I make notes of my stuff and you can go through my stuff and lies. The truth is, you make excuses, you blame others, and you blame the system. Right? Every month, here it is. I was giving you all little scenarios, Every month end, your reports are late. And you blame it on others. The team you have or whoever you're supervising, they bring in work late. The workload is too much. What they feel it is, that is one person. The system, your boss. Right? You can't find time to accomplish stuff in your life. That is another scenario. And you blame it on your busy schedule. Yet you say you are accountable. And we like to make or believe all these lies. The truth is, you always make excuses. That is the truth. And you see, I had dealing with one of my mentees the other day. The wife is on the live. And one of the things, we were talking about making time for yourself, and he told me, he said, to be honest, and we love to use that word, to be honest, since I started that job, I really didn't get time, and I listened to him, and that's it. Important to give people time to speak. Let them speak their lies. That's okay. You can correct them with the truth. And, I would let him speak, and then I came back to him, and I said, hi, Beverly, thank you for joining. And you know what I said to him? I said, I heard all what you said, and everything makes sense. I said, but you're making excuses. And he had to laugh. His wife laughed also. He had to laugh. I said, this is the lies we believe. This is the lies. So because you have, why we feel we're more busy than Prime Minister Rowley or all these people in authority, that we can't make time for our family, we can't make time for ourselves, we're so busy. Check your planning schedule, check your time management skills, check the way you're doing things, and this is what we don't do. Joanne, you remember that, right? Very funny, right? And this is something that we don't do. You're not planning wisely, you're not accomplishing anything, but you're busy. What the people in the office who busy the most? Check the delivery. They cannot deliver. And you see, I'm saying this to you because a lot of you on board here are supervisors. You all have to do performance review. And performance review need to be done on you. But and here what? We just go in the room with our attitude. You're set. No. And one of the things I always believe, before a performance review is done, employees must get the opportunity to you meet with, trying to call me. I don't know. I'm sending out stuff. I'm on my live, but you see, all right? So, you need to talk to them about it. You need to prepare them for what is happening when it comes to their performance review. Because let me tell you something. Performance review have people tizzick. Big man just be uncomfortable. So what I like to do, say people get a copy of your last review, make notes. You're not going to attack your boss. Just make notes. And, if he says something and he said, because I remember one time my boss spoke about the quality of my work. And I was like, I was a little offensive. I was like, what, I had proof though. I had evidence. He did change the score. But you know what? When I looked at what he was saying though, in the later half, I started to improve and the quality of my work. But guess what? I put up a defense. We like to say, why honest? Me, I just talk my mind. You're talking your mind, but when people talk their mind to you, you're offended. You're offended and you're defensive, right? These are lies. We need to, if we want to overcome, we need to believe we need to believe the truth. Stop believing. Listen, I'm setting all you free today. For too long, you have believed lies. For too long, you believe lies. And, we're making all these excuses. From the time you talk to somebody, like, for instance, if I'm doing an interview, and I said, I noticed on the interview that you started this course, and then, you didn't finish it. Is there a particular reason? Is there a particular reason for that? And then listen to me. You're feeling you get cornered, eh? So the excuse that, I just had, I had a baby, and then I couldn't continue it because, I had to take care, and watch me, and we continue with the lies. Listen to me. I know people, and when you ask the age of the child is 5 years. Okay, come on now. Right? Lies. We need to stop these lies. We need to, hear what I say. Don't put it on your resume. That's right, Beverly. The truth sets us free. Don't put it on your resume. Don't let me see it. So I wouldn't ask. Save yourself now. I tell people, if you ain't finish it, if there's incompletion, then you do not put it down. Because your resume tells a story. Right? And I'm going to be doing a Zoom training on that. Your resume tells a story. And let us know the truth now. Because you see that, what you do there, you done start a minus already. Because as far as I'm concerned, when you come on board with the organization, you're going to be making the world of excuses. Because your children and your husband couldn't stay and you can't come to, the lies continue. Let's be honest today now. Let's really be truthful today now. That's serious. Another lie. Lie number 6. We like to believe. I am a planner. Guess what? Nothing executed. Let me tell you the truth. But let me go into what it is first. I like to give my little scenarios, right? You have planned out your life, but yet you're feeling stuck because nothing has been accomplished in your life. You see time passing by. You see your peers accomplishing things. You seeing they getting through and but guess what? Goals, listen to me. You can't come at me for goals. You have your goals. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Listen, we did an exercise, personal vision in our church. And the Lord told me, speak to my apostle and tell him you're going to assist. Because what I did, I created a personal vision form where how to write it, and then there's a form to execute it. So I make sure now, we put now, hi Sunita, we put on the form, you put your deadlines, step 1, your goals. What are the obstacles? What are the solutions? Because we need to flesh it out, right? Listen to me. If I go back to half of the members to ask them if anything executed, they're going to say, I can't even find the paper. Listen, no execution. And we wonder why we stuck. And we say, oh God, but God ain't called me yet. I ain't got no prophecy. It wasn't confirmed. Lies. Let me tell you something. God ain't going and do what you could do for yourself. And you could write, and you have paper, and you have Caroline, you have CNG training. What is your problem? What is your problem? Why it is we don't want to make the move for our own selves. You want to make the move for somebody else? You're getting my point? Because if you are not good at doing this thing, how you coming to advise me? Yeah? How you coming to advise me? Yeah? So we need to stop it. So we's a big planner. Right? And so you're right. You like to write, eh? You're good at that. You're only writing down. You're writing down everything and you're putting it on paper, which is great. Because I tell my clients and my mentees, I want you to think on paper. And because they journal and they write. Excellent. But I don't want them to just do that. I want them to execute, right? Because I give them assignments, they get homework. So I want them to be able to execute it, correct? The truth is, you're not a planner. You're a thinker. You're a dreamer. That's just it. Don't get offended. And guess what? Guess what that sums up to be? You are a procrastinator. You don't complete your goals. You don't execute it. And you wonder why your department is like that. You wonder why you are like that. You work late hours. You come in early. You want to listen to me. Listen. You're a planner. Put systems in place. Delegate. I just delegate. I just make sure. Lies. Another lie. Because we want to choose, that is my friend, so I go get this one. I don't get along with. Listen to me. When you delegate based on the skill, the technical abilities. You delegate based on the aptitude towards the work. You see all this personal thing we like to put in work, and I just stay away from that. The person can do the job. Give them clear guidelines, clear instructions, what they're supposed to do, and let them do it. And then what? You find the same people. So you're saying the boss are his crew. The boss are his crew, and that is the people he does call. Yes, Avi. Another lie. Another lie. You're a planner. Put things in place. Stop making excuses. Stop. Take your boss and the company. You're bad talking the company. Yeah, this is a tell star. You're bad talking the company. Mountain, bring the money back. Bring it back. Resend. Say I want it. You see all here? When I'm ready to leave an organization, people are there always surprised. You know why? Because I don't complain. I put things in place and then I leave always at the time when God says to leave. I put things in place and then you see that complaining, that gripe. When you have a gripe, nothing want to come out. I don't like those things. We need to stop. Those are lies that we feed in our system and in our spirit. And it is keeping us stuck and we cannot go further. So you're on this, you're on this spot 10 years, 15 years. You can imagine how that ground digging. You know why? It gone deep. The lies gone deep now. Nobody could talk to you. Who she? Girl, I wish you all the luck. Be tired. You know why? Embedded in lies. Check the people who are stuck. They're embedded in lies. And we need to stop. I lose some people. I hope they're going back to work or they didn't want to hear the truth. But listen to me. Embedded in lies. Check ourselves. Why we not going forward? You have all these creative ideas and it's staying right here. We need to really listen. I really and truly hope this program, and for those of you who are stuck and you can't do some mentoring now. I have right now we have 12 mentees. You know, people are joining the program. We have a group, we meet once a month, and it's so encouraging. And we have a private Facebook group, and they encourage each other. And you know, listen to me, they know that. Because when I'm finished with that group, they're gonna be truthful. They're gonna be truthful to them. But we have to be truthful to ourselves first. Because before we can be truthful to others. And we have to start accepting the truth. And we don't understand, you know, how important, yes, Crystal, your self-introspection. And these things, listen, because of what I do, because of what I call to do, ask my sister Margaret, my sister Allison. I had to go through it. So before I come here, God has taken me through it. He does take me through the grind. So I am not speaking out of knowledge or speaking out of my head. I'm speaking based on my experience. Based on what? You know, God has really made me a better Caroline. Because you know why? The true Caroline was hidden. Now, this is what we don't understand. The true you, the true Crystal, is behind all them lies. But the true Caroline now is beginning to shine. Right? Because Caroline now is ready to hear the truth. And this is the truth of God's word that is going to set us free. And we need to put her on. Oh, hi, Corindel. And we need to already. You look at the replay and give me some feedback. And you know, you really need to believe the truth about ourselves. And you know, I really want to encourage you guys. To listen to what others are really saying. Especially somebody who's a good friend of yours. I have a friend, sometimes I try talking to her and oh God, I just have to tell her, go ahead and talk. When you finish, we need to stop it. All this defense, your boss can't talk to you, your pastor can't talk to you. Something wrong. Yeah? So, please share. Hit that button. And I really want you guys to, you know, there's somebody who might maybe need to hear this. You can send it in Messenger to them. You know, and, you know, really and truly encourage people to really accept the truth. And one of the things I want to do also, you know, when I come in lives, you see that thing there is because of my experience Saturday with the Lord, the spontaneous thing. So that's how I came up. You know, that's how the Lord have me, you know, because, you know, He wants me to be able to help you guys. Because you know why? He's helping me. So when I meet with my mentees, you know, it's not transparent. I ain't not pretending. I just tell them things that you know, and they just laugh, right? But I'm telling them the truth. When I'm training, I tell people my life, you know, and people, you know, they look forward to my training session because it's not dull. You know, because I'm telling them my life and I'm telling them where I was and where I am right now. Our vision statement is developing a better you. Yes, Margaret, hold on to the truth and dispel the lies. Developing a better you. And you know why God gave me that? Because I have to be better. And I have to help make you better. And you know, that is what we're running with because it's a prophetic statement. It's a prophetic vision. And I really want to encourage you guys. Let us stop and let us not remain in the lies. Thanks, Avi. Let us not remain in the lies. Let us be truthful. We're going to be better. We're going to be better people. And one of the things, I want to have a few announcements. I'm going to be doing a vision board training. There's some of you started and you ain't finished it. Good. right? So we want to finish your vision board. Some of you don't know about it. We're going to go through the process of the purpose of a vision board. That is how I started my business. I started it with Facebook Live and a vision board. And I put what I wanted and the Lord started. Yeah? So I share it with others now and I help others accomplish their goals. So we're going to do a Zoom training. It is not free. You always get a lot of things free. Right? So you will pay a minimum fee, small money, you pay $50, but you're going to come on board with your Bristol board, your marker, your magazines, and pen and paper, and we're doing it. It's a workshop. And you know what I want to do? I want to encourage you. Bring your children. Bring the whole family. If all you do have a vision board, bring the whole family. Imagine that. If you have 10 people in your family, and it's $50, divide that money, and you're getting quality stuff. But I want to encourage you, if your children don't have it, with all that happened with COVID, some of you need to tweak your vision board. So you need to come on board, right? Only $50. So if you're interested, I'm going to do a video on it, and I'm also going to do a flyer. So you're going to email us for you to register, so that, and then of course you're going to send the money online, so that we could start this thing. We're doing some stuff. We're going at it, man. And then we are going to do virtual interviews. You see what's happening now? Because when you're in an interview, you sitting down here and you're 6 feet over, so people paranoid. They don't want too many people coming in the office. You can't afford to either. So I'm going to prepare people now to do virtual interviews. Right? Yes, doing any other digital training. Yes, that's what I'm talking about now, Hannah. So I'm going to do virtual interviews. So to prepare you for the interview, right? So for people, tell you how to dress, how your background's supposed to be, because it's in your home. Because if you, like I watched The Voice, and, they had to finish the program. Listen, life happens, they continue in their program, So the people had to set up their room and their home nice, and because the whole world watching. Good? So you can't come and the people interviewing you, right? And your child running in the background. And it's because the pot cooking. And no, right? So we're going to go through that, how you dress, and make sure you dress complete, because you might get up, move on something. Good? Nice. So I'm sorry, I made an error. The vision board is $100. Sorry. The virtual interview is $50. Right? Now the vision board is going to be on the 29th of this month. It's going to be on a Friday at 6 p.m. And I know some of you all do the thing with the young people. So we'll see if that clash. We can look at the dates. The virtual interviews, preparing for the virtual interview, that is $50. That is on the 5th of June. Another session we're going to do is updating and writing your resume. Because you see, your resume, especially at this time, the people don't have time. So they want, when you bring it, they get it down packed. So tell a story. That is also $50. We want to do that on the 19th of June. Right? And the last one we're going to do for June, the 26th of June, is writing your business plan. Many entrepreneurs I speak to, and they say, oh God, Gail, I started, and what does that mean? But the business going good. Lies. You see how we lying? Guess what? The business will come to a stop. You know why? Because you have to continue and keep it alive. Listen, I have to go back to my strategic plan, my business plan, and I have to make adjustments. You know why? Because I have to do virtual interviews now. I want to offer it now to organizations, so I can help them. Because so that they will send the people, get their resume, and I will be the one contacting them. I have to tweak my business plan to suit all these different things, and I have to do so. When I do my proposal for training, my proposal now is going to be virtual training. And listen to me, employers are going to like that. You know why? The employee now don't have to be disturbed. They could do it home. They could do it on a Saturday. They could do it on their time, and they're still getting the full benefit of the employee. Right? So we have to use wisdom now. Something bad happened. Yeah, let me make some lemonade. Good? We ain't sucking it, so we're making some lemonade. And you see that business plan? That is why a lot of vision, they begin, to go down, and they get stuck in the doldrum. because you're not keeping it alive. Every quarter, you're supposed to go and check your business plan. What are the trends? What is right now? I was listening to a program, e-commerce. That's the way to go, Listen, let we get with the program, we go get left behind, Listen to me. I recognize I have to fix up my office now. I have to get proper lighting. I have to get mics, like a studio, like your live TV. We have to get with the program. Do more videos. I want to really commend Hannah. Hannah, I've been telling Hannah that, and she always shine away. Hannah did a nice thing for, your hair, and it was so nice. And then she came out the next day, and she showed us how it dried, and how her hair pop. Hannah, beautiful, beautiful curls. And she showed us how it pop, and, and it's such an encouragement for those of us who have natural hair. We all have natural hair. It's some straight, some curl up, some tight up. We all have natural hair, right? So, and Hannah did this, and I was like, wow, and it was so simple, but effective. People want to see you. You are the brand. This is what people want to see, but do a business plan. And I spoke to my niece this morning. I want all my videos, my live videos uploaded on YouTube, right? I just did some research. How do I do a live LinkedIn? Listen, my profile, the amount of people sending requests, because I put in thing on. Listen to me, I am busy. I put in thing. People want requests. Listen to me, in LinkedIn, I want them to send the employees. Listen, we have to move. Let me move now. Let me do things. Let us do things different now. Let us write our business plan. Fix your resume. Right? I helped a few people with a resume. They said, this called Auntie Caro girl. I get the job. Something with that resume is the anointing. Because, and they said, the panel, the interview panel said, ooh, this is well laid out. Hi, Nika. Nika, you have to sit down on that virtual interview, because they're going to call you. And, how it is laid out. Because, listen, when you're going through a resume, you see all them set of things, all them thesis you just put. Them thing just put us, just be like, oh God, you see that? There's only fluff. The first thing we want to see is that you're qualified. So then, I could put her in this stack. You even going through the thing, you just work out as the first thing, qualification. You put it here. Because she has met the qualifications. The others will go through it after. Right? But check here, you're looking and you can't find education, but it's a set of fluff. And so you're going through. Listen to me, they're even bothering with you. So let us fix it. Let us do it right. But we want to start with our vision board. Let me finish it now. Tell people about it. Let families come together. Let the little children. One of my clients was telling me how much what the child want to be. This is an 8-year-old. And I say, oh God, come on, the drawing the thing now. Do you want to be a chef? Let me put it together. Where he feel he want to work. He want to work in the Hyatt. He want to go to Houston. Let me put it together now. The child is going to be who he says he wants to be. Let us stop wasting that vision, those gifts, those talents that God has given to us. Your gift is going to make room for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining me today. Forget Eliza. We had no more lies. Yes, Corindel. Corindel gets a nice job, yes? And Corindel went and she reviewed my video on training for the interview process, Corindel, and she said it was really good, it was very helpful. And we have that video also, you can review it. And those things were so very important. So we want to do some different things. And we inside, oh God, let me do it now. We go do it on Zoom. We go have a little laughter. We go enjoy. My training is fun. Yeah? So we're gonna do this thing, and we're kicking off on the 29th of May, because I don't always say, oh God, I spend my money, I pay my tithes and thing. I give in the 29th, right? So thank Margaret. I give in 29th, but in the meantime, get your Bristol ball, get your markers, get your tape, get glue stick, your magazines, pen and paper. And for those of you who didn't write your vision and it's still watching it buried somewhere, listen to me, I give all your material. And it's material I create, God has given to me. And I want to share this on. If that vision is written, who go run with it? The Habakkuk says, he said, wait for it. He said, write it. Wait for it. Because it's coming at time. For those that see it, they will run with it. We have to listen to me now. That vision thing, it's serious. It's serious. Don't run around like a headless chicken. Let me write it now. Let me put it together now. What's the next phase of your business? Oh God, you're offering toothpaste. Oh God, 2 years now. Oh God, well, put in some toothbrush now. Put in some soap now. Put in some nice cream, right? So let us listen. This morning, sir, the amount of ideas the Lord done give me, and everything virtual, digital. Here now, man, I feel to talk in tongues now. But God is good. I now understand how my apostle this feel. But God is good. God is good. I really. Yes, Stacy? I really enjoyed this live today. You know why? I feel free. Because I no longer believe those lies. I feel free. And I want you to share this with a friend who's stuck in lies, who you have been trying to, and maybe they won't want to hear you, but they might listen to me because I'm giving my own experience. So, yes, Onika, you're welcome. And share it with them. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family member. You might have a little family chat. Share it with them. Just let them listen. You not tell them nothing. Right? And let us come out now. And let us be truthful. All right? Thank you very much for joining me today. I always appreciate the support. And yes, Allison, my 2 sisters are on. Thank you so much. And, put your reviews. Put your reviews on C&J training. I'm going to do a testimony day where I want people would just go and just that day, just write what C&J training and what C&J training has done for you. And I think, I met a parent and she said, Caroline, I let my children listen to this. She said, especially when you did, I did a live about responsible thinkers. And she said, she tell them, listen to this. Right? And it's simple. And these are things that God placed in my spirit, all right, to do. And I enjoy it. I love it. So you guys have something to offer and you all have a voice. So come on and do some lives. All right? Have a wonderful afternoon and a great weekend. See you back next Thursday. All right? Get excited. More great topics. All right. Bye-bye.